if anyone was here last night in the inner circle, we did a session last night. Last night we were here when price was breaking out, and like I was saying, it looks like it's gonna go to 3,400 now. Since we last spoke, anyone who was here last night, like look what price did. It kind of stayed like it. See that move it made down? It stayed within the volume. Like if you're looking at this low, price pushed up, made a high, pulled back. From here to here, created a move. Price pulled back, held that move, and then you're here in price. And you can see where we hold. Like relatively, you know, we have this low to this high in the middle, equilibrium. Then you push up, kind of like, and I even said if price pushes up, makes a pullback. This is last night. We're kind of in that right now. Basically, the drops are doing the same thing. The drops, same drops are happening. Every time the 1 hour closes, it continues. I mean, you're getting the same drops every day. And then when the 1 hour closes, it continues. You're getting a lot of the same drops. Every time you get every time it drops, the 1 hour ends up rejecting and going up more. It looks like the 1 hour's drop. You've had a drop right now. London session bearish. If anyone was on last night, I was saying maybe London session bearish, New York bullish too. What do you know? One hour looks like it's closing bullish. It might want to make continuation. It looks like this 1 hour is rejecting. The next 1 hour might go up into New York. You're getting like a 1 hour rejection. If you look at the 1 hour, you've had the same drops on gold happen every time there's a drop. Wait for like every time, like if you look at this week, like every time there's a drop, even a smaller one here, start here, the 1 hour starts rejecting. Tries to go into a bullish move, it doesn't. Right in here. But overall, like the market's just making a bigger drop, and then you can see there ends up being a much bigger 1 hour rejection candle like here. But you can see there's these drops that are happening. You're getting like 1 hour rejections every time. It's like the same drops are happening. Here there's some 1 hour rejection. Market keeps going. Here you have more 1 hour rejection. Market keeps going. Here you have 1 hour rejection. Right here. The market makes a nice move up. Here, 1 hour rejection. Market goes up. There you're getting a pretty big candle. Rejecting. Maybe there's like pullbacks on this candle that gives you entries for possible continuations. It looks like you're getting like a strong 1 hour rejection. But basically, like every pullback, if you look at every pullback here, last couple days here, every drop has set up for a buy. Every single pullback this week, like even smaller ones, there's been every drop like I've set up for a buy. Pretty much like here, you can see in here. You can see this drop last night for a couple of hours. Price is dropping. Every drop has pretty much been like the same flow recently. If you've been keeping up with the chart or watching it, you might have been able to catch on to that. The drops have been literally setting up for buys every single time if you've been keeping an eye on price through this week. And that's one thing I've noticed. Every time the 1 hour is dropping, rejection candle on the 1 hour, it gives a nice move. Every time the 1 hour is dropping, rejection candles on the 1 hour, nice move. Here, 1 hour is dropping, rejection candle, boom. Like here, this was fast. We just got a big engulfing candle coming out. Maybe this candle can have like pullbacks, and you get like maybe some continuations, like better entries, maybe 33.80, 33.78. Maybe you can find some entries if there's pullbacks on this candle for possible continuations. Yeah, 1 hour is given bearish moves. Crypto's moving. ETH's moving. Crypto's moving good today. Oh, dog fan. Yeah, it looks like crypto's moving nice. ETH ripping up today. And Solana. Some nice movement today in crypto happening. Early morning here. Big candle. Big last couple hours, so it seems. For the last 2 hours here in crypto. Nice movement. What happened this morning? President Trump signs executive order allowing cryptocurrencies in 401k retirement plans. That was an hour ago. Yeah, we had Trump 7 hours ago. President Trump take effect at midnight. Okay, billions will start flowing into the U.S. President Trump signs this order bringing crypto to 401k retirement plans. Executive order. Look at that. There's already been there was in May. There was executive orders signed and bills signed in May too. There's important things signed in May. Important things happened in May as well with crypto that they haven't talked about so much recently. Maybe soon they are. And August is looking interesting so far. Bank of England cuts interest rates. Look at that. BOE. Bank of England cut their interest rates not that long ago. USA. Bank of England, Bank of Europe, all the other economies, they've cut their rates. USA's behind. Yeah, look, Donald Trump announces this an hour ago. And look at Bitcoin. Just broke structure too. If we look at the chart now, we just took a look at this high. We just took out. And we traded right into the low. We held the low. See, we held the low. The low held. We just took out those highs. You can see some shift here. Break a structure. Break a structure right here. Change of character. Break a structure right here. I'm just doing this naked. Yeah, nice. This just broke out. Like all this behind it held, but this just confirms some more break here. Interesting price action we're seeing this morning on Bitcoin. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hours looking clean now. Like you're getting some trending structure here. Maybe this is a good sign. Maybe this is a good sign. The way this just shifted up. Nice pump. Maybe that continues or has some pullbacks and keeps with this structure that it's making. Nice little shift out there. Quick one too. Nice strong shift happening. We got a interesting spot there. Yeah, this thing might break out one day. I don't like what it did over here. I think we'll see 130K sooner than later. I don't have an exact date, but anyone who really follows me a lot knows, what I think crypto is going to do this year. Probably one of these days, probably 130K sooner than later. Like, the market's well above 100K right now. It's sitting above 110,000. Has good momentum. There's obviously much demand for Bitcoin and crypto right now, especially when you see more things like this happening. We just hit that important season. Remember, let's not forget, there's gold pulling back. Yeah, we're getting pullbacks now. If the 1 hour closes bullish, we'd want like a 1 hour bullish close. It has 20 minutes on it. Yeah, we're getting a pullback now. That's better. The 1 hour was just pumping, as we saw. Has 20 minutes remaining on it. We could assume it's going to close bullish and look for buys right now. It's not like a bad buy entry. We could assume that the 1 hour is going to close bullish, but if it doesn't, then it's like you'd have to get out of the trade if you're looking for buys. You could look for buys on gold right now. You look for buys on gold. You can look for buys on gold, assuming that the 1 hour is going to close bullish. If the 1 hour closes bullish, that's even better. Yeah, like Bitcoin. Remember this chart as well. Let's not forget about an important chart this year. This is not like we have to look for. We know where the market's going long term, right? And let's not forget about things like this, right? That we've spoken about, right? Let's not forget about this chart. Things that we brought up. Let's not forget about this chart. We've spoken about this chart, right? Look at it now. It's doing better. Spoke about it before. It pumped like crazy. A couple weeks back, Ethereum, Bitcoin chart. Don't forget about this chart. This is an important chart. We've spoken about Ethereum versus Bitcoin. That's still super low. Yeah, DTR, I'm in the same bag. Anyone who caught DTR, like, I'm in the same position. This chart is, last time we were here, we've spoken about this. Was anybody here on any sessions where we spoke about this chart? Anyone? Yo, smash the like button, fam. Smash the like button. Was anyone on, like, this chart's so far doing good this year. We have expectancies for this chart. This is the ETH versus Bitcoin chart. Last time it was this low was like 4 or 5 years ago. AKA last Bitcoin halving. If you know what the Bitcoin halving is, that's very important to take into consideration with where this chart was 4 or 5 years ago, the when and what was happening in that year, right? The Bitcoin halving in May 2020, right? Your last Bitcoin halving prior to this one in 2024, the most recent one was April of 2024. However, the one before that was in May of 2020. Now, when we take that into consideration, that's like, around the last time the chart was like this low. The May 2020 is right here, right? It took the chart a long time to come back to that historical low, right? It took the chart pretty much 5 years to come back to that level. So this chart, as you can see, if you study this, you learn more about how this chart looks. This is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It shows you, like, at a point, Ethereum was much more undervalued and lower, way lower comparison to where Bitcoin is. Even now, this chart kind of still shows us that, because Ethereum's biggest rallies have come twice. Well, a couple times. Three, 4 times. Like, when the dominance has really increased here, obviously, but when we look back at like these moves, or 4 or 5 years ago when Ethereum rallied to almost $5,000 a coin, in here, all in here, that's when your altcoins, that's when like your meme coins, that's when alternative markets, smaller market cap coins are even pushing up a lot more. So far it's created that bounce. Was anybody here when we've talked about this chart? Type in the chat. Let me know if you guys are here, if you guys have been keeping up with this chart. So far it's looking great this year. We have expectancies that this could go higher. This deals with the, dominance in the category of Ethereum and Bitcoin, which is something we've talked about coming into months like this. And, Ethereum dominance has kicked up in comparison to where it's been. Last month, Ethereum dominance was at 9.2%. If you look at today, Ethereum dominance is at 12%. Bitcoin dominance is at 60%. Bitcoin is still strong. If Bitcoin goes to like 53%, 50%, 48%, Ethereum would probably be at a much higher dominance then. This is something you want to see change in the chart. The chart is showing us there was a shifting point. This chart tells us that shifting point began. And it started a few weeks ago. Anybody who was here the first time I brought this chart up should remember, right? That shifting point happened a few weeks ago. All right. It's still going on, taking place. I just said for gold, guys, I literally said I'm gonna say the same thing I just said minutes ago. You could look for gold buys, like I said. Same thing, what I just said. Look for gold buys, right? Like I said, around good prices, assuming that this 1 hour is gonna close, or you could wait for the 1 hour to close. Gave you two options that you could do there. Gold possible buys, like I said. All right, I said same thing I just said a couple minutes ago. Think fast, listen fast. All right. Listen to what I say. Same thing I said. Yeah, you could look for gold buys, possibly, assuming that this 1 hour is going to close. 1 hour rejection, possibly, going into New York session. We just got to pull back. So you could look for buys. You could put stop losses like underneath previous structure, assuming that this 1 hour is going to give you a bullish close. Or you could wait 13 minutes, see if the 1 hour finishes green, and then also look for buys. It might move up a little bit by then. It might give you, see how it's hitting like 76, 77, 78, different prices. So yeah, that shift happened. I know there was a lot of people, and that session had a lot of views. There was multiple sessions that I did because I was talking about it that whole week before Ethereum dominance really spiked up. So that's what we're getting right now. We're going into Ethereum season. See, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. See this? See this long downtrend it was in? Long downtrend. If you have the go with the flow indicator on, or you have the go with the flow tool. See this EMA fill? There you go. Right here, see, look at the weekly long downtrend Ethereum versus Bitcoin was in. There was just a shift in that momentum. A shift in momentum just happened with Ethereum, not just now, right now, but prior weeks ago, right? But when we kind of hit this bottom point that we haven't literally been since May of 2020 over here, December 2020, all the way over here to the left. It's a very historical level. We can see that was the shifting point for ETH, so it seems. And we were in a long downtrend. You could see the downtrend here that the market was in. Long downtrend. Still just showing signs of even breaking it. If we look at the moving average, for example, you could see was in a downtrend for a while here. And it's just, this is the weekly chart too. It's just starting to shift above that. See that? We're just starting to get signs of a weekly shift here on ETH. We have that counter trend line daily. Daily's already shifted. There was a daily break here. See, Daily broke like right here. Like the daily's already started showing like trending signs since that bottom. Since we pretty much made like the shifting point down here, like the bottom, the daily's showing like trending signs here. Trending structure, consolidation, trending. Look at like the downtrend broke. And longer term, it's just longer term, this is poised to go up. We talked about this. Let's see. On July 16th. We were talking about this on July 16th. I think that week, like coming into that week. July 16th is when we were talking about this. I was saying ETH holders, pay the fuck attention. This is when Ethereum was just hitting it was just hitting $3,000, like just breaking $3,000. This is when we first started talking about this, because you see Ethereum was at 3,000, and I was saying, look where Bitcoin is. And like, look at this chart, for example. When Bitcoin was at 90 to 100,000 the first time, Ethereum was at 4,000. What does that tell you? I was talking about this July 16th. Again, guys, like, I'm up because of this. Like, these things I tell you guys are things that I already have positions into, things that I already have a lot of money in, things that I'm moving. Like, the way this chart's moved from 3,100 to like 3,900, I'm up hundreds and thousands, some millions because of that. Like, just alone on Ethereum, hundreds and thousands, but other coins. just that movement that ETH's done from here to here, me understanding what was happening, just I'm already positioned for it too. It's like I'm already positioned for it. Like, I'm already well positioned for it as it's happening, before it's happening. Ethereum, when Ethereum was 4,000, we had Bitcoin 90, 100K. What does that tell you? Like, think about it. Bitcoin's on the way higher. Bitcoin's still higher. Ethereum's not even 4K yet. That was like, Ethereum should be like $5,200 a coin, realistically. So we started talking about this chart. I was like, ETH hit 4K last time, Bitcoin was 90 to 100K. We're not there yet, but let this chart sink in. I was showing the gap between it, the gap between the two. Right? When you spend enough time in crypto, this is how you learn crypto. You learn how to, follow one thing. There's going to be a faster horse, a stronger horse, and then there's going to be a horse that can catch up. There's going to be catch up. There's going to be like times where things should catch up to one thing and another. This is what I said. Like, Ethereum holders, pay attention. This is your wake-up call. We're seeing ETH/Bitcoin hit a historical support level. A local bottom we haven't touched since 2019, 2020. Every time we've seen this level hit, Ethereum has started to outperform Bitcoin on the following months. So, strong demand zone. So, Ethereum underperforming Bitcoin. Ethereum has been underperforming. But like I said, this chart is a flash of a bottom signal, momentum shift coming. Ethereum/Bitcoin, bullish divergence loading. Ethereum may soon outperform Bitcoin. Literally, like, yo, fam, like, this is why I say pay attention, because this is pretty much my life. Like, I put a lot of time into, like, all the stuff I write in the Discord, all the videos I make. Like, if you guys knew how much time I put into writing this stuff up, doing the research, watching videos myself, this is literally my life. Probably put more time into, like, all you guys do collectively on the charts, and I probably put more time collectively than all of you guys put together, like, in your day jobs and your trading, like. But yeah, even with just the YouTube videos and everything, if you guys knew, we all only knew. Y'all don't know. That's why I say smash the like button. Send the energy, Send the energy. Keep up though too. Like, there's only so much stuff I can talk about that I already know, that I'm just like, it's just like this to me. Oh, nothing for me. It's just simple news. Like, oh yeah, something that I see everyday little things. You know, so that still has catch up. What's gold doing? Yeah, gold like 1 hour rejection possibly. Like I said, gold, you could look for buys, assuming this 1 hour is going to close. It looks like the 1 hour is going to reject bullish, so it looks like we're going to get a possible 1 hour rejection. Gold looks bullish to me. If you go look at the last 4 days on gold, go look at gold the last 4 or 5 days. It's done the same thing, pretty much. Ever since the NFP, so you might get a, like it looks like the 1 hour is going to close bullish here. You might get a bounce back up on the next 1 hour, like a push back up. Ever since NFP was Friday, so non-farm payroll. Pretty much every New York session has been somewhat bullish for gold. Ever since the NFP was bad for the dollar. So you've pretty much seen every New York session has been bullish, literally. Or like pretty much going into New York has been bullish every day since NFP last week. So we're like, I marked 8. If you look at it, it's pretty much done the same thing like 4 days in a row actually when you look at it. I'll take my camera off for a minute. If you look at the time, I marked 8 o'clock in the morning. If you actually look at like the last couple days since NFP was negative. There was a bad NFP for USD. If you go look at NFP on Friday, it was worse than expected. So since NFP, like if you look at the line I put is New York session. The line I put's New York session. You can actually see before New York coming into it, it's been making bullish moves like here, bullish. You can see the next day it was dropping London session, and then New York bullish. And you can see the next day it would have been dropping London session, and then like here a little bit before New York, kind of where we are now, in a way, more bullish yesterday, and today we're dropping a bit. Like we went up. So we're dropping more. We're dropping into this time, so we might see kind of like what we've seen like yesterday, maybe some continuation, or like the day before or the day before. If you look at the last 3 days, yeah, literally after NFP was bullish. For the last 3 days, pretty much around these hours, there's been some bullish price action in the next like 2 hours. So I think maybe in the next hour or two, you could get like a push up on gold, especially if you get this 1 hour rejecting. Pretty much every drop, if you look at gold, like every drop, so pretty much like it's dropped a good amount of times on the 1 hour. There's been like, see here, these 1 hour drops, like here, there's one here, there was one here. Like pretty much every 1 hour drop has given you like, you know, you see here, like a rejection after it. Type in the chat if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm still holding ICP. If you're in my inner circle, I've shown you guys like if you're in my inner circle elite, I've shown you guys every single coin I'm holding. I've taken screenshots of them. I've done calls. I'm holding ICP. I have a lot of ICP. I have a lot of ICP. Like if it goes to a high price, I have a lot of coins. Probably more than you'd. Yeah, I have a good amount. I think I have almost like 4,000 ICP coins total. And that's like, for me, that's, you know, like, that's a coin that's, you know, not at the top of my portfolio in terms of how much I have in it quantity. Like, that's an altcoin for me. I have almost 4,000 ICP coins. And that's, you know, a low bag for me right now. It's not my like my Ethereum, my Bitcoin. Yeah, ICP. I hold ICP. If that, like, think about it, I have like 4,000 coins. So if that goes to a high price, it's been high historically. That coin came in. You got to think about like a coin like that. That's on Ethereum. This coin did not come out at the best time 4 years ago. Came out not the best time. It had a really good pump to like $20. You'll get those. Like, those are easier targets for ICP. Those are easy targets. Like here, where it's been. Like, we can look at this chart and we can say, where's this been? Like, okay, we know it's at a discount. Like, most things came to a discount. If you're in my inner circle elite, like, all those look at the the time that I put those crypto long-term plays. Go look at every price now of everything I've put. Even all the calls we did, like ICP. Here's ICP. I was talking about that, you know, not a bit lower. Like, a lot of things came to discounts. I've been talking about this. Toncoin, I was saying when it was below $3. Ondo, when it was in the 70 cents. A lot of things came to discount and are still near discounted areas. Monthly demands, accumulation zones. Chronos and Avalanche, I was saying around like $17, $18. Yeah, this was at 8 cents. Now I think it's at like 14 or 15 cents, around there. If you follow me in my if you guys have been, anyone who's been following me since like March, April, May, June, if you guys have been following me, I've talked about all the coins, all the coins, especially in Inner Circle. Like, ICP's like super low. Like, it's at a discount. Like, it's at a good, like, look where it is on the chart. It's at a discount. It's at a cheaper price. Technically and in price, realistically. Like, so, I mean, $15, $20 is doable. But you have, obviously, like, if you actually study ICP, it's a really cool coin. Like, if you study it a lot, it's actually kind of ahead of its time in like what it is, the company, the project, the ecosystem. It's actually pretty cool. It's been to higher prices, obviously, like $80. That's another resistance, and like 45, like here. Like, it has, and that just really depends on how the market moves. Like, if the market's gonna go that high in the right season, it'll move fast enough to get there, or fast and long enough. Like, if the market runs for 3 months straight, it could get to those prices in a 2-3 month period. You don't want to be someone who's holding a bag too long, hoping for prices. If the market gives you 5x in 3 months, take it. If it gives you 3x, like, take what the market gives you in a good season. If the market goes up for 2 months straight, 3 months straight at some point, and coins hit good prices, you see things 10x. You see some coins 10x. You see some coins 5x. You see some coins 3x. You see a phase where something's 20x and this and that. Take what you can on the coins that you have that multiply. Because you'll get seasons where things move more than others, where things perform. Maybe this goes to $20. Maybe it goes to $40. But if you look at the chart, and it's super low, ICP. That's a low one. Like, that's gonna take like it's only its run was here. You'll probably get that same run again later on this year. It's building up. Look at what price has been doing for the last year. Look at the chart. Look at the candlesticks. Look what it's been doing. It's just accumulating. Well, literally on the monthly, it's an accumulation phase. Like, on the monthly. Look at that. You have a monthly accumulation going on here. $5 holding. You have a monthly schematic right here on this thing. Crazy. It's been, yeah, for a year. Like all these, like, this is a weekly and month. Well, that's weekly. Sorry, I thought we were monthly. That's the monthly. Weekly time frame. Clean. It looks like it's accumulating down here. It's low. It's definitely a low project. It's a good coin if you study what it is. It might blow your mind if you can geek out on it and really learn about it. There's a lot to it to actually what it is, the ecosystem behind it. But yeah, someone asked about that in the chat. I hold that coin, yeah. I've held it for a while. There goes gold's pushing up. Like I said, I said, think fast and listen fast when it was pulling back. When it made that pullback, when it was at like 77, 76, like you could have already scalped it and made some money or quick get out. Like when it made this pullback, remember? That was when I was like, all right. Even when I got on the session, I drew a chart and I was like, I don't know if you guys saw what I drew when I got on. Anyone here at the beginning? I got on and drew this. Remember anyone see that at the beginning when it was pumping? I was like, let's see if this pulls back. I got a lot of coins. Those of you guys in my inner circle, I've done calls and I've shown you guys every single coin I'm holding. I'm holding 30 coins. Those of you guys are in my inner circle elite and I've been on the calls with me this Saturday. We have inner circle call tonight. I put the calendar up. We have inner circle call tonight and then Saturday. I'll do it again Saturday. I'll show you guys every single coin I'm holding again Saturday. This Saturday's call. Make sure if you haven't seen it yet, because I've done it multiple calls. There's probably been like 5, 6, well, not just recently, but I've done it in March. I've done it in April. I did it in June. There's been calls where I've gone over the coins I'm holding. Hop on Saturday. I'll go over it again. If you haven't seen every single coin that I'm holding yet, I'm holding probably 32 coins. 30, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 I can count here. Might be a few more. About 30 coins I'm holding. But the thing about me, you guys gotta understand, is some of these coins I've been holding for years. Like I have some chain link that I've been holding. I have a lot of chain link, and I've been holding some of that chain link for a long time. Some of that ICP has been held for a while. Like, yeah, gold, 1 hour closed bullish. Like I said, I've gone over it already. Like I said, if this 1 hour closes bullish, the next 1 hour, 2 hours could go up. Like if you get a 1 hour close, it looks like this 1 hour closed bullish here. So you're probably going to get some continuation, try to go up. Yeah, like the 1 hour drops, if you study the 1 hour drops, they've been pretty clean, and they always come in with like a rejection after. And that's kind of like what happened here. This 1 hour dropped and it's like rejecting. Maybe we get a push up more into New York. Like if you look at like every pullback, and like I just showed you, where was that other chart? I forget where that other chart was. Every day, pretty much. Like I said, like every day around these hours, it's pretty much like started bullish momentum. If you look at gold, pretty much at these hours every day. Since NFP. NFP again, like I said, was here. If you look at the chart, maybe your eyes see what I see. Like if you look at like here, like going into New York, it was starting bullish here, and then kind of like today, same thing. So like I was saying, like these, when I got on, I drew this up. This 1 hour could potentially reject. You had an engulfing candle there on the 30-minute. So you might hold like 75, 76, 77, the 70s. Like it does look like you could potentially like hold all this support. There's a lot of support here. So you could potentially hold this from the looks of it. Yeah, like you made a high, you made a low here. So that low would have to hold. You'd want to see if like that low holds. Like market could push up, or it could try to come a bit more to the low, but you could potentially still make a push up. The 1 hour rejected, and my planning coming into today, like when I was looking at gold, was I jumped on, like I saw it dropping and I saw the 1 hour turning green, and I was like, there's probably going to be a buy. So my planning was like, again, 1 hour bullish close. Pretty much, like I said, if you look at every drop it's done this week so far, every 1 hour has been like a nice close. So you could possibly get some scalping momentum or maybe a day trade here if the 1 hour close is strong enough. Doesn't look bad. Yeah, the 1 hour did close, the previous 1 hour closed bullish. Okay, you got a previous 1 hour close bullish. Has a top wick on it, so some consolidation kind of happening right now. Could potentially get some continuation, some bullish momentum. Basically something like this. This was a nice 1 hour close. You can see, like, I've showed this a couple times. You can see after a good amount of drops, like pretty much every drop on gold that you can pretty much see clearly on the 1 hour has given like rejection candles bullish. Whether they stuck or not, they've been there. The buys have been there. You know, some are better for scalping, some are stronger. Like pretty much every single drop you could see ended up like rejecting bullish. So this had a drop. You have a rejection here. You could potentially hold the low, like, what is that, 33.72, 33.75. You could potentially make some rejection here. This is what I see for gold. Like, it still could potentially make the same pushes up, like a bounce from here. Other than that, like, the same moves are happening. Like, if you look at this chart, it's dropped from here to here. Could potentially bounce. If it goes down, if it goes down more, it'd be like wait for the 1 hour to set up again. Every time the 1 hour drops, even if it drops lower, once it starts rejecting, it ends up setting up again. Pretty much every time the 1 hour gives you a drop, you set up. So the 1 hour could potentially hold here. You're getting some rejection. Pretty much every time the 1 hour drops, like I've been watching it all this week. Caught a couple moves, but been noticing that every drop, 1 hour starts rejecting. Even here, like you can see there's multiple, there's a big drop here. Market went in kind of a downtrend phase. You can see some small rejections in there. See this bit, there's overall like a huge drop here, like a big drop. Well, it's like a correction. But you could see like multiple, you can see a drop here. 1 hour rejects a bit. Nice move up. That's a decent move for gold. Small, I guess that would be like a smaller move for gold. And then 1 hour drops again, and then there's a smaller move. And then 1 hour drops again, and you get the bigger move that comes into this candlestick, like pretty much this low. Right here. There's a big drop in there that came to a bigger buy, but you can even see these smaller rejections in there for some of those smaller moves. Yeah, so see, like you have like buy momentum. So like in a setup, like you could look for different entries, like I was saying before. 76, 77, 78 may hold. All right. Crypto's looking interesting this morning. Everything like Ethereum has momentum. Alts are moving. USD CAD looks more like bullish, I would say. You broke out this high, so you have a low down here that might end up setting up for a buy eventually, like it shifted out. It's pretty much at the half, it's almost at like the halfway point. Down here you have like the low. So this looks like it's shifting out. Maybe eventually trying to set up for a buy. Euro USD, pretty high up right now. This might, Euro USD is at like more of like a, it's higher right now. Like it could drop. Looks like it want maybe come down. Dog with that's moving, but yeah, gold. That's all I see for gold right now. It's been consolidating all this week. On the bigger picture, like gold, if you're looking at the 4 hour, I just went over the whole like 1 hour analysis. 3350's been holding. You basically have like two areas down here on gold on the higher time frame. On the bigger picture, like 3350's been holding all this week for gold. That's where there's a lot of demand and support, is around that 3350 on the 4 hour. And then like there's also another zone down here, and even a bit lower, closer to even like 3325. Gold looks like it broke out of a downtrend that it was in. Like we were going in a downtrend here, and we shifted out of that. We did get like a nice shift out of that. You can see the counter trend line. Counter trend lines are good to draw. Good tool to use. You can use them for like breaks out of trends as well. Counter trend lines. Good for your eyes. Good little technical tool. The more you draw them, the better you'll get. Nice little trend line coming down there on gold. Some might even draw one there. See? Another one that some eyes might even see like in here. But it looks like we were in a downtrend for a bit, and last Friday was the NFP, and it made price break out. It was negative, made price break out. So it's been holding. It's pretty much been like, to me, like kind of in a holding pattern here. Sideways, more in a rectangle, consolidating. To me, it's like, to me, I think it wants to try to like break upside. Like that's what I was saying last night too. It's been holding above this 3350 level, pretty much like consolidating now after these days. We can see it on the 4 hour. It's pretty much like in a rectangle now. So there is bullish momentum. Like even if it comes down, like it could come back. Even if it comes down, it could come down and find lower prices and try to find a bigger buy setup. But for now, it just looks like what I was saying when I got on. The 1 hour rejection candle. Everything I pretty much said when I got on. That might hold. You have an engulfing candle there on the 30. So you're getting like a retest right now of that. And then maybe that 15-minute holds and gives you one more push up. But yeah, I'm going to be on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time in the inner circle. That's all I see for gold this morning. Like I said, I ran it down the same thing pretty much like 5 times now. I gotta wrap it up for the morning in a few. Tau's a good coin. I don't have it. TAO. Yeah, that's a good coin. What was that, bit sensor or whatever? I think. That's a good coin. I've seen it at prices that I should have bought it at. It's a good coin. Tau's a good coin. I don't have it though. Like there's coins that I don't have that I know that are good, because you can only have like so many coins. Yeah, there's news. If news goes down, wait 15-30 minutes. Like I said, every drop is setting up for like pretty much a buy on gold. So wait for the drops out. Wait for the drops to happen even. I wouldn't be scared of the drops if there are drops on gold. Every drop that's happening pretty much sets up for a buy. Well, I have Inner Circle Elite and Inner Circle Essential, so it depends on which one you want to be in. They're both lifetime access, one payment. Inner Circle Elite is $12.50 one-time fee. Inner Circle Elite, we'll show you about. There you go. That's the price. There's the value's in there. Just in the classroom alone, there's enough value. I've had people who have watched the classroom and have made money just by watching the classroom videos. Inner Circle Elite, $12.50 one-time payment. you're in for lifetime. Right now we're on school. Soon we're gonna have a website. So I've been investing into 2.0 version for you guys, a different infrastructure. It'll be a website. It's gonna be like we'll have our own streaming platform inside the website. There'll be stuff. Well, you guys will see. It'll look sick. It'll look cooler than school looks, but school will always be here. But soon I'm gonna have like a 2.0 version of the Inner Circle. It's a one-time payment, $12.50. Why? Think about it. Like most academies charge you $200 a month out there. Most academies are gonna be $200 a month, something like that. 200, 150, 250, 220 a month. Times 12 months. Do the math. My Inner Circle is $12.50 one time. So however long it kind of takes, it could take you, like some students join and they literally recoup their investment in weeks, some in a couple months, some have in days, to be honest, some have in one trade. Most academies out there pretty much charge you like $100, 120, 150 a month, every single month. And you still don't even get the breakthroughs you're looking for. You end up maybe a couple years later like, fuck, what did I do wrong? Maybe you didn't apply yourself. Inner Circle Essential. It's a cheaper one. There's not as many members. More people go for Elite because everything's in there. But if you want like just the course, access to sessions, if you just want to like learn the course, access to sessions, you could go in Inner Circle Essential, which is cheaper. That's just $497. You get access to the course. You get access to the sessions. Not everybody chooses that one. There's only 9 members there. Again, I'm upgrading a lot of this stuff. You guys will see in the future, like, if you're seeing what it is now, there's a lot of value inside now. The value's there. You could ask anyone in the chat. For lifetime access, the value's there. For lifetime access, the value is there. For both. For lifetime, like, if you do the math on lifetime, like, however long it takes, really, like, you could probably make $497. You could probably make that in a month with me. 2 months, a week. Depending on your trading experience, realistically, like some of these people in the Elite have been trading for years. So some people joined and made money right away. Some people have been trading for years. Some people join and make money right away. It's up to you. I'm not even trying to sell you, because in the future it's gonna look a lot better, and you might want to, if you don't want to join now, you might want to join in the future when it looks like a Lamborghini or something, especially when we have the scanners out. I'm dropping the next course in September. So the next course, whether you're an Essential or Elite, you'll get access to the next course, but I'm dropping the next courses in September. So there's a lot of videos. These videos were they weren't quick videos. Like I've made videos for academies too and stuff out there. Like they're not videos that were spent 10 minutes on, 20 minutes on. Like each video was spent a lot of time on. Especially like the original ones, the first ones. There's some videos that I make that are just quick. Gold, you should be in profit. You could, like, it's news soon. So you guys know what I say before news. This is like a risky situation to be in. It's either it's gonna explode up or go down. Like it's a perfect setup. It's a good setup. It looks like it. Like it still looks like it's doing what I've said. It's rejecting. You could get out. If you got in, you could scalp it. Just call it a quick little scalp and try to see if news gives you a re-entry. Because there is news soon, yeah. Gold trying to reject. Like I said, like that 1 hour is trying to reject. But yeah, there is news soon. That might get in the way. It just pushed up to like 80 a bit there. Why do I do that? I've always wanted to do the inner circle. One thing I love what I do, I'm always on the charts. It keeps me more active on the charts too. Keeps me better at trading. And I love teaching. I have a passion for teaching, coaching, mentorship, mindset. There's more inside the inner circle than just, I would say, technical analysis. There's a lot of mentality behind it. It's different when you've learned from someone who's touched 8 figures, multiple 7 figures in months, multiple 6-figure days. There's a different mindset behind it. If you're learning from someone who makes 5-10K a month, they're not going to have the same mindset as someone who's touched 8 figures, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures in months, days, or those types of things. The stuff you guys have seen me do. Go look at my Instagram stories. Go look at my highlights. Especially if you're on my close friends. A lot of you guys are on my close friends. Go look at all my Instagram highlights and stuff. There's a different mindset behind people that have actually made money. Like, you'll totally notice a different mindset behind a person who's made money, has lost money too, has been up, has been down, has been through stuff, than, you know, a lot of these people who just try to say they fake it or make it or are on the way to the success. Like, there's people that are there's people out there who do really, really good, really, really well. They're good traders, but there's going to be a different mindset from people who are trying to get somewhere versus someone who's done things and have made stuff. I have a totally different mindset than some people out there. So that's when, like, if you're looking for an actual coach, you should see some of the questions some of these people DM me too, and the feedback I give them. It gets more personal sometimes in the inner circle compared to here on YouTube. Yeah, gold is holding. The 1 hour is rejecting. Like I said, like, if you look at the last, go look at the last 4, like, go look at all the last New York sessions. You'll see, like, coming into New York session, it's been pretty, like, kind of like bullish. There's psychology when you've seen $1 million days, $785,000 days, seven-figure weeks, 7-figure months, 6-figure days, both positive and negative on both sides, not just the gains. You have a different skin, and you have a different skin in the game, and it teaches you a lot. It's a lot more mindset. You build a lot of psychology. It builds a lot of character. When you see money, when you have your first $10,000 day, you'll build some character that day. You have your first $10,000 month. You have your first $20,000 month. You have a $20,000 day. It's a new level. It's a new character unlocked. You ever played like a video game? I like to kind of refer it to like this. It's like it builds character. Trading builds character. You have a 6-figure day, fam. Profit. That's a new character unlocked. That's a new level unlocked. Right? Like, you have like 6-figure weeks, multiple 6-figure days. Like, let me look at my crypto portfolio today. Today it's up $141,000 on the day. That's normal to me now. That's just normal now. I see that normally fluctuating on a pretty much a daily basis now. Well, depending on the day. Well, that's like a good day. That's a good like 4% day. That builds different character. Today, crypto portfolio, $141,000, 141,817. Took $1 million profit already this year. The week. Look at the month. There's a good month. My hour is fucking, look at my hour. My hour is just, you know, alright? So when you have, like, for me, I've, after 10 years, you know, doing this, being through this is, oh yeah, look at gold. I'm looking at it. I know, I see it. News hits. Like you could, if you're in, you could get out. Here's the thing. Decision. This is what it comes down to: decision making and risk. It's like news is about to fucking hit. You gotta either risk it for the biscuit or play it safe. Like you gotta fucking know what's more comfortable for you. You gotta make the decision that's maybe the least emotional. Because yeah, news could fucking go down or news could explode this thing 50 pips, 100 pips instantly. News hits in like 1 minute. What I would do is maybe secure some profits, secure some partials, maybe close like 70%, 80%, and keep some runners. So you're still maybe got some skin in the game. That's what I'm gonna do. I would close maybe some runners. The 1 hour is looking, because it comes news hits in 50 seconds here. You could take some profits, close some partials. I'm talking really fast because news hits in like 45 seconds here. We're in profit. If you took the trade on gold, you should be in profit. You should be up like 50, even almost 60 pips, depending on the entry you caught. Maybe 40, 50, 60 pips. You could take some partials, close some partials, close some partials. Close some partials, maybe break even, because if this thing just tanks down, that would suck. Like, try not to take... Don't let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. That's why I'm saying take some partials. There is good profit to take right now. Like, we have a decent move for the time we've been on. Fuck, if news is about to hit, it's either you risk it for the biscuit or you take your profits, take your partials, put your stop loss to break even. I would take some partials before the news hits if you can. Like, it's about to hit in like 3 minutes. All right. There we go. Okay, guys, you can get, I was talking so fast there. Yo. What was it negative? What was it? Ooh. Pending. You can take some profits though. It's giving it even a better push. Like take some profits in case this thing just whip spas down. You never know. Unemployment claims negative. Oh, negative. Oh yeah. Well, it might be a hold. Might be a holder. Yeah. Unemployment came out worse than the forecast. Number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first week. Dang. Well, I mean, the previous. Look at that previous numbers. Wow, it's worse than higher than the previous. So yeah, gold. There's that 1 hour rejection, baby. Bam! Winner, chicken dinner. There we go, New York. That's why I jumped on. I woke up this morning. I was like, I gotta jump on. This 1 hour looks like it's gonna reject. How can you be my close friends? Just if you're in school, just message me. Message me on school. I get too many messages on. Message me on school. If you're not on my close friends yet, message me on school, and I'll add you today. Go look at my highlights. You'll be like. Take some time to look at the highlights. Yo, we're in the P, fam. We are in the P right now. Might just fucking rip, actually. The 1 hour. I'm looking at my phone right now. You see the 1 hour? Oh, shit. Beautiful trade. I did say, remember what I was saying? Go look. I want you guys, when I end this stream, I want you guys to watch the first 5 minutes and look what I was drawing. I wasn't talking. So, I want you guys, when I end this stream, watch the first 5 minutes. I wasn't saying anything. But, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I want you guys to watch the first 5 minutes of this stream. I wasn't saying anything. But, there's keys there in that first 5 minutes. Yo, this is beautiful. 1 hour rejection candle. At its finest. 75 level held. Yo, tag me in the Discord if you guys caught that trade. I love to see it. It fires me up. When you guys don't tag me, when you guys don't smash the like button or comment on the videos, it doesn't fire me up. It makes me just want to sit in bed and travel the world. Live my life. Anyway, maybe one day. If we keep hitting trades like this every morning, fuck, see me in Bali soon or something. If we keep hitting trades like this, that was solid. That was fucking sexy. Right before my birthday's tonight too. Right before my birthday, that's what we needed. We needed that. That's my birthday's tonight. We needed that one. That was a good one. Yeah, no, the 1 hour rejection was nice. That's why I got on. I was 6 in the morning, and I was like, I woke up early today, getting back into routine. Let's just say, if you guys saw if you guys are like anyone who's here from June 16th to July 27th, you saw. I wasn't sleeping. Like, crypto was keeping me up. Like, insane. From June 16th to July 27th. No sleep. A lot of you guys saw. A lot of you guys saw the Instagram lives I did, my stories, the YouTubes, the videos. Yo, smash the like button. I hope you guys caught the gold buy. I did say, I ran it down many times. 1 hour, bearish, rejection. Do you guys understand what I went over and why I was looking for a buy this morning? Because before I took the buy, before we got in buys, I was explaining too. Like, guys, look at every 1 hour. Look at every 1 hour, every 1 hour. The time. I gave you guys lessons on this before price even moved. Remember that, all right? I'm not just fucking going over the chart. Like, this was live in action, and I showed you guys my thought process as well before. Like, think about the thought process too. Like, the things I'm showing you guys is the thought process behind, like, why I was coming on today to even want to take this trade. That's why I jumped on today. I was like, I need to jump on. I saw something, right? And you look at gold. Oh, wrong time here. Again, did everybody understand that why I put the lines at 8 a.m. before? Everybody get that part? Did everybody understand? Fuck, anyone who was here last night. I did say London bearish, New York bullish. Yo, anyone who was on last night's stream, I did say London bearish, New York bullish possibly. Could wait for that. Sometimes you just gotta wait for one thing and it'll be there over time. Do you guys understand that part though? Because I remember before this move happened, remember what I was explaining? Since NFP, right? Since NFP, we've seen, like, NFP was really negative last. So if the NFP on Friday was worse than expected, bad for the dollar. Can you guys see what I see though? Do your eyes? I got trained eyes. Like, I know what I can see, but sometimes I don't know if maybe some of you guys who've been newer traders, like, I have trained eyes. This is all familiar to me. All this is familiar to me, right? Honestly, guys, pretty good. If you're still in it, pretty good move to take profit. Unless you're gonna, let's see, what time is it? Unless you want to hold till like 9:30, 10:30. News was negative, so that could be like a catalyst in why you're trying to hold longer. You do have a negative news kind of back behind you. That is why I gave this push. So it could try to hold itself for another like 30 minutes to an hour upside. It was a decent move for that. I'm gonna wrap it up in 15-10 minutes. I'm just answering some last questions that I see in the chat. We're gonna be off in like 15 minutes. I gotta go, but just answering some questions I see in the chat. Good day today. We're back. I told you guys once I get home, we're back in fucking motion. All right, fuck, man. Trip was $10,000. Fucking gotta fucking make some money back trading, you know. You know, spent 10 racks in fucking Mexico, so, you know. Fucking told you guys. I told you guys I was going to be on the charts when I get home. I was like, wait for me to get home, you know. That's why vacation, like when I travel, like, I'll only take trips like that if I have a good trading season. You guys saw, a lot of you guys saw those, the Solana trades, the dog with hat. fucking everything. Ethereum, Bitcoin, HBAR, XRP. So like trips like that are earned in the right seasons. They have a good trading month. Like a good trading month for me is could be a trip like that, depending on how I feel. Depending on what it is, but that you guys saw, like crypto went fucking crazy. Again, from June 16th to July 27th, I had no sleep. This would be a good take profit. This, if you're still in, I'm going to get fully out. I'm going to close full position. Again, I'll give you decisions. Like, this is where it comes down to, you're going to have to eventually get good at making this type of, I'm fully out. I'm going to get fully out. You're going to have to get good at analyzing yourself over time and knowing the decisions you make or can make in a situation like this, and analyze the risk, right? The risk ahead of you. There's decisions you can make when you're in a trade. You could close 50% of your trade. You could close 80% of your trade. You could close the full trade. You want to lean to the side that makes you the least emotional. But if closing your trade and then seeing it go up afterwards makes you more emotional than it would, like, again, you gotta kind of, like, it could be a double-edged sword at times, because like you might close a trade and then watch the market go up, and that might make you more emotional. That might make you FOMO more because you close the position, you don't have the position anymore. That might make you more emotional than closing the full trade itself in a different way. So you have to eventually get good at the point of analyzing yourself too, and not just always rely on me for what decisions you make, even when we're in trades, because some of you guys might want to hold this and be like, fuck it, I'm going to hold it. For me, it's a full close because it's just the time that it took. Like, we haven't been on long. We've been on for like a bit over an hour now, and it made the move we were expecting, right? If I was to hold it longer, I would give myself a time and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold this for the next 30 minutes or hour and see how it goes. Like, it's 8:40 in the morning. Let me hold this till 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, see how it goes. Let me close 50% of the position, maybe hold it for another hour. Let me close 80% of the position, hold it for another hour, seeing if I can get some more. That might take away the there's things you could do to take away the emotional attachment. Like maybe closing 80% of your trade and keeping 20% remaining takes away the emotional because you've taken most of the profit, but you're still in the trade. So yeah, like a trade like this could go up for maybe another hour or two at the most. Like if it pushes maybe up to like this supply, there is supply here. I bet like tomorrow, like we're probably going to get another buy opportunity tonight going into tomorrow though. Or like you have that supply up. You see the zone I just drew here? You have some supply here. You have a supply zone right there. See this green candle? Tap the bottom of that green candle already. Alright, it already tapped into some supply. So like your profit is like betting on like is it gonna want to supply more or break the high, right? Can it break this supply candle? There's a supply candle right there. You can see how it literally just tapped it. So like, can the next hour push into that more? Like it's like this candle has 17 minutes left on it. It could be looking at like, does the next hour go up? Continuation, because we got rejection here. This candle has 17 minutes left on it. It's probably not gonna push through. This candle's probably not gonna go up. If this is gonna continue, it's gonna be maybe the next candle to give you some continuation. The next candle could form a wick too. Like, let's look at smaller time frame now. Yeah, take a screenshot of this. Good accumulation phase. Remember that. Good accumulation phase there. So inside of that 1 hour rejection, we can see there was a nice 5-minute accumulation phase. We're going into supply. Like this is holding. Like this could come back down and still provide another setup even. It's either going to shift here, like hold the structure, or come down again. and give you another re-entry. There might be another buy entry tonight. We might be able to find another trade tonight or before tomorrow. One more buy. I feel like gold is trying to 34. Yeah. I think it wants to go to 3,400 realistically because of the 4 hours consolidating really, and it's trying to break out now of that. Remember what I was saying on the bigger picture? I was saying 3,350 is holding, and we kind of like this rectangle above price. It's like we're consolidating here. It's trying to. It looks like it's trying to break to the upside, like a breakout pattern, right? So for now, if we put some lines here, 3380, there probably be even a buy like tonight, like if we're trying to break above all this. Like we're trying to like break and retest above all this. It broke, retest. This could 3,400. If you're trying to swing, it could do that. You'd have to hold it for the day. Like news was negative. Like why would it be a good reason to hold? Because you have a few things. You have the negative news. The 4 hours been consolidating all week. This gives you kind of some catalyst behind like, okay, yeah, it could potentially go to 3,400. Someone asked in the chat. Every pullback, the reason I went for buys, I explained like if you go like I'll explain it again, but yeah, okay. So I was looking for 1 hour rejection. I was anticipating it. If you go back, like I explained it before before it really moved. It's good to take profit when something gives you a significant move like that. Smaller time frame could always reset up. Like this thing is above 33.75 now. 33.75 is holding. Yeah, we're trying to get above 33.75 from the looks of it. So like it could come back to 33.80. Maybe come back to 33.80, 33.75. I've been watching the 1 hour drops. So I've noticed this week, like if you study gold, go look at gold, like I said this session, the 1 hour drops have turned into nice buys pretty much all this week. That's what so coming into this session, like I dropped the link in Discord because I was like, yo, I was watching gold a little bit before I dropped the link, and I was like, I was watching the 1 hour candle. It's like we had a good move for the time being, guys. It was a good move, like to take profit on. Like I said, I closed like kind of on this candle. I closed. You might get like pullback continuations. Like look at this, made a low here, made a high, low, just made this high. So it looks like it could come back to like 33.80 or maybe even that whole zone one more time, and maybe have one more bounce. I think tonight, I'll probably come back on tonight to see where price is. Like for the time being and how long we were in the trade, like how long we were talking about it, it was a good move to take some profit on. That's why I said like I closed, because these pullbacks, I hate these pullbacks. Me, I'd rather, when something pumps, I hate these types of pullbacks. So like I like to close things when they give me a good pump and I see a good number. Because you could always try to scale back in pretty much like the same setup. See, it still has a 1 hour rejection now. This candle, you could see a big pullback happening. You might reset up, or again, anytime the 1 hour turns into a bearish drop, like if this 1 hour completely goes down later tonight, there's probably going to be another buy setup. It might be setting up again 33.80, 33.75 area. You just have to keep an eye on it. Sometimes you have to go back to the basics. Maybe take it if you're struggling. Maybe you're moving too fast. Maybe you're over trading, taking too many trades. I'd say take a step back with maybe how many trades you take, how much you risk, how big of a lot size you use. Maybe take a step back on the information. Maybe go back to the basics, refine things, go back to the drawing board. Like keep it simple, simplify things, and go back to the things you started learning in the beginning. Try to keep it to the foundation of things. Learn about market structure, rejection candles, price action. Don't try to be like a trading wizard. Maybe taking a step back means like sometimes going back to like the basics, going back to the drawing board is what I used to call it. Whenever I had like, if I had a bad week, a bad experience, a bad month, I used to always say, "Oh, time to go back to the drawing board." In my early days of trading, 10 years ago, I always used to kind of have that mentality of like, if I grew an account for like 3 months, 4 months, and I blew it, I would literally tell myself, "Well, back to the drawing board. You gotta go back to the basics. You gotta refine everything. Go back to what I was doing right. Look for what I was doing right. Avoid what I did wrong. What made me blow the account? Maybe what made me had a bad week, a bad month. Sometimes you gotta go kind of maybe back to the drawing board. Maybe live tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if I'm live. I'll just drop a link. If I'm live, I'll drop a link. But right now, if I go like today, I didn't schedule this session. I dropped a link because I saw a good setup. If I see something good tomorrow, I'll drop a link. But tonight I'll be on at 8 p.m. Eastern time in the inner circle. So I'm not going to be on YouTube today, but I do have some streams scheduled for YouTube. If you go and look at my YouTube, you'll see there are some upcoming streams for this month. I have a schedule for the month. You guys can check out like the live section on YouTube. There are upcoming sessions this month. So check them out. Turn your notifications on. We'll be here. We're live right now. I have some other sessions scheduled later for this month. August 11th, August 12th, August 18th, August 19th, August 25th, August 26th. You can turn your notifications on when those sessions start. They're all at the same times. This one I gotta change the time. That one's supposed to be at 8 p.m. I think. Or 8:30 I think. I think I got that one at the wrong time. But yeah, I have some streams. Inner Circle, there's a calendar. All the links are there for the sessions. I'll be on tonight in the Inner Circle. Gold, 1 hour. Look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour rejected. It could keep going up. I gave you guys a trade. That was a good move, guys. Like I said you right when it was at this pullback, I was saying go back and listen to what I was saying. I said you look for buys. Yep, buy gold in this area, 70. Decent move. That's a decent move for the time being. Like we don't got to look for 500 pips on a New York session. It's not going to give us that. We can't just sit here and be like, all right, let's target 345.20. It's like, man, all right, hold it. Maybe like you got to hold that. Like maybe. Like I said, look at structure. Look what it's doing. Look at the 1 hour. It's pretty clear. That was a clear one. Take notes. Go watch the beginning of this session. For those of you guys asking questions about it, like literally the beginning of the session, you'll see how I drew something up. It was actually perfect. The candle that I drew, I saw this 1 hour rejecting. This candle at the beginning was flying. I was like, if this thing can pull back, it was literally on point. That was good. We'll see how tonight looks. I'll be on tonight. Yeah, I have a schedule for the month, but I'll still be coming live when I see good setups. Working on a lot of stuff right now. Trying to get the gold scanner out. I don't know where I put it, but it is somewhere. Yeah, like these are the times I'll be scheduled for the month, but I'll be coming on like this session wasn't scheduled. But like I said, if I see a good setup around these times, or even maybe London session, I'll drop a link in Discord. So turn your notifications on my YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. Join the Discord. Keep your notifications on because you never know. Like I might pop. Like I'll usually, if I pop up, it'll be around these hours that I went. Like I went live. When do we get on? Like when do we get on? Like not 2 hours ago. Like an hour and 40 minutes ago, I think we got on. A little bit after 7 o'clock. So we got on before New York session. So if I get on, it'll be before New York session, close to New York session, before London session, close to London session, if it's not scheduled this month. If I see something setting up, if I see a good setup. Like, I woke up at 6:30 today, and all it took was 5 minutes. All it took me was 5 minutes to look at the chart and realize, yo, I'm streaming today. I got to jump on. Not every day is going to be like that. So it's like, you know, there's going to be days where there's nothing. There's going to be days where there's literally nothing to trade in front of you. Where it's better off sometimes doing nothing some days. But yeah, like I'll be on Inner Circle tonight. We're gonna go over some good stuff tonight. Make sure you're on tonight. It's Thursday 8 p.m. session. If you're in my Inner Circle, whether you're in Inner Circle Essential or Inner Circle Elite, you'll have access to the session. That's tonight. We're gonna go over some good stuff. Make sure you hop on. I'm gonna go over some crypto stuff tonight. We'll analyze gold. We'll see where gold's at. But I'm gonna go over some crypto stuff tonight. And also on Saturday. Saturday we have another call. I'm going to wrap it up for the morning though, guys. That was a good move on gold. Study it. Pre-New York, coming into New York. Like, that's all you need if you're coming into New York. All you need is that. Like, you don't need bigger moves. It's easier to figure out what price is going to do in the next 30 minutes to like an hour than it is the next 30 days or 3 days or 3 hours. Like where we were coming into the session, coming into New York, it's easier to view price and be like, yo, it's probably going to go up in the next 30 minutes or hour than maybe, okay, where's it going over the next 3, 4, 5, 8 hours? Like realistically, coming into a session where there's volume, like we know coming into New York there's going to be volume. That's the type of move that's all you need, right? And some days it's going to be bigger. Some days it's going to be smaller moves like that. That was a decent move. It might set up again. It looks like it's trying to set up again, to be honest. But I'm out. I'm going to wrap it up. Tag me in Discord if you guys caught that trade. Hopefully you guys caught it. I'm going to wrap it up now. Oh yeah, quarters theory providing it once again. Trump announced something today. If you didn't know, this is what Trump announced today. Crypto's moving. They're adopting it there pretty fast. I'm out though. I'll be on tonight. Peace out. I'll see everybody on the next stream. Peace out. Peace out. I'll be on tonight in 7 hours from now. Or not 7 hours. 11 hours. I'll be on at 8 p.m.